What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I've got a brand new signature sneaker from a player that you may not have even known had a signature sneaker. And this shoe is by a brand that you also may never have heard of before, and that's the brand Peak out of China, and I want to give them a huge thank you for sponsoring today's video. I was actually just over in Shanghai a couple months ago for SneakerCon Shanghai, and I got to meet the people from Peak, and they're really great people, and I got to check out some of their new technology, which they call Tai Chi. And this is actually one of the shoes that utilize Tai Chi, and Tai Chi is their brand new cushioning technology, which is ridiculously soft. It's one of the softest foams I've ever felt. And such an impressive technology coming from a brand that I don't really have much experience with is really cool to see. And I've actually worn this shoe a bunch of times. You guys might have seen my vlog from that event and saw me trying out the shoe for the first time. And I love it. It's mad comfy, it's super soft underfoot, and every time I step into the shoe, I'm kind of blown away by how soft this foam is. It's really a nuts experience. But with that said, that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about this brand new signature basketball model, because this shoe actually features Tai Chi cushioning. So if you couldn't already tell from the signature on the side of the box, this is Tony Parker's brand new signature sneaker. And Tony Parker plays for the San Antonio Spurs, and as this number right here would suggest, it's right there, it would suggest he's number 9. But this is actually Tony Parker's 7th signature sneaker with Peak, so I'm really excited to check it out and see how this Tai Chi feels on foot. I actually really like this 3D arrow texture that's like embossed into the front of the box. That's a cool feeling. It makes the box feel more premium, which I really like. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Ooh. Because it's clear on clear, you might not be able to see the design that's on there, but you've got sort of an exploded view of the shoe showing you the upper, the Tai Chi midsole, the TPU that sort of holds it all together, and then the outsole right there, which I think is pretty cool to see. So here we go. Here are the shoes. Let me move this off to the side. So these are the Peak Tony Parker 7s. These remind me a lot of classic basketball sneakers from the 2000s. I love this look. This aesthetic brings back a lot of memories. This is crazy. I really like that sort of diagonal cut they have going down the center of the shoe. It looks like the outside or lateral side is leather or some sort of synthetic leather with pretty subtle checkerboard pattern, which adds some nice dimension to the side of the shoe. And then on the medial side, you've got this really nice black knit that covers up the entire side of the shoe. You've also got this sort of black linear detail that sort of divides the lateral side of the shoe, which I like because it ties in really nicely with that cut across the top of the shoe as well. So it actually feels like this leather is sort of a protective cover for the knit underneath. So you still get the flexibility of the knit, but also you get a lot of durability from the leather. Then moving up the shoe, you've got these black rope laces, and then of course your Peak logo and your Tony Parker logo at the top of the tongue. And it's actually a one-piece booty construction, at least the tongue area is. There's no separate tongue at all. The way that these laces work is they're connected to the leather and they're connected to the knit on the medial side, so it sort of pulls everything together when you tighten the laces, which in theory should give you a really snug fit. The heel area of the shoe is really nicely padded as well. I really like that a lot. It feels like your foot is just gonna be like immersed in pillows, which I'm excited to try on. Well, speaking of which, why don't I try these guys on and see how they feel? So I just tried on the Tony Parker 7s, and I really like the way that they feel. The upper is pretty well padded, so you're not gonna have any issues there. It kind of feels like your foot is in a pillow, which is really nice. And of course, you've got the Tai Chi cushioning in the midsole, which feels really nice underfoot. Tai Chi is what Peak is calling a self-adaptation technology. This means that when you jump, you get a little bit of an extra bounce, which helps you get a faster start, and it also gives you much more cushioning when you land. It's actually left exposed on the medial side here, but it's covered up on the lateral side for a little bit more stability, so you can make lateral cuts without feeling unstable or like you're gonna slide off the top of the shoe. But because the Tai Chi is left open on the medial side, it means that it has room to expand. So you do get some nice compression and you do get that sort of soft, pillowy, cushiony feeling. Because the Tai Chi foam is encased on the lateral side, it's obviously not as soft as something like their running sneaker, which just allows compression everywhere around the shoe, but it's still a very soft feel and it'll be great for impact protection. Also, the outsole felt pretty good. It has a giant outrigger on the lateral side too, so you get even more lateral stability. And I also like the traction pattern. You've got a nice pivot point there towards the forefoot of the shoe, and you've also got some nice width in between each one of these ridges so that you shouldn't pick up dust too quickly. Also, I really like this sort of iridescent, translucent rubber that they have on the outsole of the sneaker as well. You don't see too much of that, and I think that's a really nice touch. And then rounding off the shoe towards the heel of the sneaker, you've got the Peak logo right there, which sort of acts as a heel counter, which I think was a really cool way to incorporate their logo. And then on the very back of the sneaker, on the pull tab, you've got the Tony Parker logo and also his number right there, number 9. Overall, I actually kind of dig the Tony Parker 7s, at least from a try-on and visual perspective. I think they're a really interesting looking shoe. I think they've got that nice sort of retro vibe to them, which I like. And of course, they've got that Tai Chi cushioning technology in the midsole, which makes these really, really comfortable. If you'd like to check out the Peak Tony Parker 7 for yourself, I've left all the information that you need in the description below. Huge thank you once again to Peak for sponsoring today's video and sending over this pair of shoes. Huge thank you to you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.